Okay, today was a bit of a roller coaster. If you are planning to travel to Vietnam, this is maybe something that you should know. This entire story is totally on me because I should have done more research, but also this is very confusing. Today I was flying from Thailand to Vietnam, specifically Phu Quoc Island. When you arrive on this island, you get an exemption visa that you don't have to pay for. So, I'm in Thailand, I get to the airport, I go up to the counter. The lady's like, "Oh, I see you're going to Phu Quoc. What is your plan after that?" I said, "I'm going to Ho Chi Minh City, which is also in Vietnam." And she goes, "Yeah, no, you can't do that." And I went, "What?" So she tells me that if I'm going to go to the mainland that I have to buy a visa, and it takes 4 days for it to clear. I said, "Okay, well that's no problem because I'm going to be in Phu Quoc for 2 weeks." So she said, "Yep, that's fine, you can start filling it out now." Did that, all good. However, it did not stop there. That was not the worst part. I arrive in Phu Quoc and go up to the visa desk. I pull up the thing that I had just filled out and said, "I just filled this out. I don't know if this makes a difference to this process now, to this visa." He goes, "Oh, what is your plan?" I said, "I'm going to be here for 2 weeks and then I go to Ho Chi Minh City." And he goes, "You're going to have to leave the country before you do that." I'm sorry, what? Because I entered Vietnam on this exemption visa, I have to leave the country in order to come back on that other visa. So, surprise trip to Cambodia, woo! Anyway, so the only issue is if you fly into the island and then go to the mainland, it's a problem, but if you fly into the mainland and then come to the island, it's fine. So just if you had that plan, this is just a PSA, that apparently you can't do that. Which I find very confusing considering it's all Vietnam.